find Max Colby. And Max Colby was born in 1990. I'm not sure where. I don't have that information. Because Max Colby is a new and cutting edge artist, I apologize right off the bat for not having a whole lot of biographical information about Max. I am only guessing, but from the little bit of information I found about Max, I believe that Max is a transgender artist or identifies as transgender. And Max's art explores identity through the history of materials, which I find kind of fascinating. I think that means, again, this is my personal interpretation. I think what that means is that every piece of fabric or button or scrap of yarn or object that Max collects once belonged to someone else. And that someone had their own history connected with that piece of fabric, that scrap of lace or yarn, whatever it is that Max collected from an unknown source. And I love that. Think about it. Everything that you wear, everything that you purchase, everything that you own came from somewhere else, a different part of the world. The fabric came from a plant. The plant was harvested by someone else, brought to a factory, woven by others, then sewn and dyed by other people, and then made into clothing, shipped somewhere else by other people, and then packaged and sold and advertised by other people. So everything that we have, and that's true of food, right? Everything that we eat came from somewhere else and was grown by other people and harvested by other people. Every product that we purchased came from somewhere else, unless we're lucky enough to live in a community, a place like ours where we have farmers markets where things are grown locally. Everything has a history behind it. And I believe that's the point of Max Colby's art. She is trying to show the importance of the history behind the objects that she collects. Let's look at the slideshow that I prepared of her work. And hopefully we'll be able to figure out a little bit about this message that she's trying to convey. Someone at home, can you give me a thumbs up that you actually see the slideshow? Thank you, Margot. Everyone here, you can see it, yes. iPhone 12 Pro Max, thank you. I don't know why this black screen is up here, Laura, but I don't know what to do about that. So here we go. Max Colby is a painter and installation artist. I'm going to talk more about her work as we look at it, if it'll let me play. Nope. Ah, there's the play button. There we go. Okay. Blurry screen, unfortunately. I want to get rid of the gallery view. I seem to have lost my cursor. Laura?
Okay, I mean, it's what they see. They're always on the right side. The photos are always on your right side.
Yeah, but for folks here, I would like to eliminate everything but the picture. Is there a way to?
Sure, you can see their photos. Give me blue.
I probably should have done that first before I click play. All right, I'm going to start talking about her work while we're looking at this first piece. And apologies right off the bat for the fact that this image is a little blurry. Again, it is a digital reproduction. And when you enlarge digital reproductions, they do get blurry and pixelated. There's nothing I can do about that. This is a close-up of one of Ms. Colby's installations. She likes to use found objects that she either sews, stitches, or glues together to make large installations. They are frequently references to, listen to this is really interesting, burial shrouds, funeral wreaths, vigils, and altars. Colby's sculptural work navigates the fundamental human need for autonomy, self-determination, and commemoration from a trans perspective. Implementing found materials and decorative aesthetics follows research on the role aesthetics play in modern and contemporary constructions of gender, class, and taste in the United States. So this is something new that's been evolving, not just for LGBTQ artists in the last 10 to 20 years in the United States, but feminist artists as well, using materials that are considered to be craft or women-oriented materials, like fabric or threads, to create art. And there are plenty of feminist artists who've been doing this for a while, like Faith Ringgold comes to mind immediately, who is a quilt maker, but whose art now hangs in MoMA right next to Picasso's paintings. So this kind of art has been widely accepted in the larger art world and is considered to be, I put in quotes, feminist art. But it's also it's exploding in the world of LGBTQ art. And it has become an expression of identity. And Max Colby does it a lot. I personally love it because I like frippery and stuff. My house is filled with this kind of gewgaws. I like to collect these kinds of things. It reminds me of my childhood. It makes me nostalgic and happy. But for Ms. Colby, it's all about the rituals of funereal things, which is interesting. Learning tomorrow. What, Alice? Repeat, please.
Doesn't strike me as funereal.
Not at all.
Which,
Yeah,
a baby.
good point. Alice said the stork is about birth and delivery of children. So what could this possibly have to do with funerals? I don't know, but that is what I found. This quote that I just read is on her webpage. So this is a direct quote from her website. Any other comments before I move to the next picture? Again, this is what makes art great art. It is the enigma, the mystery behind what we're looking at, and the intent of the artist's mind. We don't know what the artist is thinking. Why did she choose these materials? Why did she present them in this way? I don't know. This one looks like it could be part of a funeral wreath, right? The shape of it. I love dolls. So this one really speaks to me. Again, it's kind of a nostalgic, but the colors aren't unhappy at all, right?
I think it looks like an Easter egg.
It looks like an Easter egg, the oval shape. Like I'm blocking the Russian Easter eggs. The famous Russian Easter eggs.
Fabergé.
Fabergé eggs. Yes, it's like a Fabergé egg. So Max Kolbe lives and works in New York City. In 2012, she received a Bachelor of Fine Arts from the School of Museum of Fine Arts at Tufts University, a wonderful school. Another one of her pieces. She has completed residencies at the Museum of Arts and Design in New York City. If you have never been to the MAD Museum, the Museum of Art and Design in New York, I really recommend it highly. It is just a terrific little museum. I'm going to keep going on these. Call out any feelings or comments or thoughts, please. I don't have titles for these. I'm so sorry. Everyone always wants to know the names. This one is a sculpture. It's three-dimensional. It's not a wall piece. Morning.
Is it
Susan.
on a pillow?
Yes, Robin, it's on a pillow.
Okay. It looks like things from the sea. Can't remember the name of
Yes.
it. Coral and
Coral or
living things under there.
Yes, Robin, don't be offended or take this the wrong way. Are you on two different devices? Like, do you have us on the phone and your computer?
I started it on the phone and then I thought I closed it out, but I'll check my phone. Okay,
Yes,
I'll
'cause
check that out for
You're
sure.
breaking up.
No, thank you. Okay, thanks.
Well,
I think there might be something wrong with my Chromebook as well.
Yeah, try and close out the ones you're not using. Awesome. It does. You're absolutely right, Robin. It looks like coral at the bottom of the sea. Looks alive. It's alive. Very colorful, her work, right? You can't deny there's a lot of color. Another sculpture. They range in size, these pieces. Some are very tiny, some are quite large. Human
Hey,
size.
baby. I'm good. I'm in Liz's class. You okay?
Please mute everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Don't forget to mute. So this one must be wonderful from all sides.
Yeah.
And this is what Max Kolbe's installations look like. And this piece filled shelves, multiple shelves in the museum, not just one, but it really dominated the entire room. This was at the MAD Museum in New York, the Museum of Art and Design in New York.
Take the chicken out of the oven.
Please mute everyone. Please remember to mute.
I think it looks better as a group than as.
Why, Heather?
It's like, to me, this like reminds me of like cakes or a display. As a single one, it sort of seems a little kitschy to me.
Okay.
They kind of
Well, the pedestals that they're sitting on, yes, they look very much like, they look like wedding centerpieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very fancy.
Oh, they kind of look like chandeliers.
Yes, that's Heather just said, yes.
Oh, I didn't hear her.
Yeah, I know you folks at home can't hear. Heather just said that she likes them as an aggregate, as a group, much more than she liked them as single pieces.
The other thing I want to throw in, it's very Nick Cave, like in their perfection and in their uniformity, like really beautiful presentation.
All right, so if you recall, Nick Cave was our friend who makes the sound suits, also a member of the LGBTQ community. Thank you, Lily, for bringing him up. He also uses found materials to decorate his fabulous art. And yes, the presentation of these is exquisite. Yes, very kind of glittery and showy, I guess is a good word to use. They're very showy pieces. I love this. I find this one very precious, very pretty. I would like this in my own home. I would hang this on the wall.
It's more subdued than.
It is. It's the Heather just said it's more subdued than the others. It's much more natural in its palette.
And I want to second the pretty piece. I don't think there's anything wrong with pretty.
And I think that's part of Ms. Colby's message, the femininity, the prettiness. It's an expression, an artistic expression. I think that's part of her point. And that is part of transgender identity that is acceptable and an aesthetic that should be recognized. So this is a detail of a much larger piece. I struggled to find, I think we looked at the larger piece earlier. It was quite blurry, but I wanted to zero in on the amount of work these pieces require, similar to Nick Cave's sound suits. I don't know if she does these alone or if she has an army of assistants. Couldn't find information on that. I'm guessing since she's early on in her career, she's probably doing most of it alone. And most of it's probably sewn and glued. Lots of stuff. Most of it looks artificial. This is another close-up. And that is the last. So we're going to leave this. And I'm going to finish with just the fact that Ms. Colby is internationally exhibited in 2022. This is the last piece of information I have about her. She exhibited a campus-wide public commission at the Rockefeller Center, presented by Art Production Fund and Revival, and her first solo exhibition at Shoshana Wayne Gallery in Los Angeles, in Los Angeles, California. So she is becoming quite well and someone to watch in the years and months to come. All right. Our project for today, does anybody have anything else to say about Max Colby? Any thoughts? Do you think it's art? Some head shaking. Yes.
It's also about artifice and gender and, there's a lot going on there.
Okay. Susan said it's also, she nodded affirmatively that it's art, but it's also about artifice and gender, and there's a lot going on there. Alice too.
There was some discussion about how it ties in with death, life and death. But if you think about a funeral home covered with flowers, the origin of the flowers is probably to counteract the emotions of death and the
That's why,
smell of
yeah.
death. And it looks like some of her work is kind of colorful and robust, but yet it sometimes has a darker background, or it's put together in a way that could be straight out of a funeral home.
I love it. That's really perceptive. Thank you, Alice. So Alice just talked about the fact we were discussing that Max Kolbe refers to funereal trappings in her work. And that is true. When you go to a funeral, frequently in our culture, death is surrounded by the life and beauty and color of flowers. Often the coffin is covered with flowers because we're trying to escape the thoughts of death, and the smell of death is covered by the perfume and gorgeousness of flowers. But you also made me think about the fact that being transgender still in our society is about the threat of death and being ostracized and threatened all the time. So covering up with color, with artifice, with, what's the word I'm struggling with? A carapace of a hard,
Joy.
or yes, armor, yes. All of that is part of her work, I believe, too. So thank you very much. All right, very heavy and deep. Art can sometimes lead us down these deep roadways, but I hope that our work today is going to be focused mainly on joyful production. Oh, and I meant to bring the book with me today, but we were carrying so much stuff for us to use here in class, but I want to reiterate the book that I am reading that I recommend really highly. It is called Your Brain on Art. Please look it up and try and read it. It talks about how art is not just good for you emotionally and psychologically and cognitively, it's also good for your physical health. So check it out. Talk about joy. Art can bring you physical, emotional, and psychological joy every day of your life. And on that note, the project I have for you today, I think, is especially joyful. I want you to take any found objects you have around your home that you normally think of as junk and just start gluing it onto a piece of cardboard and make something pretty. Have at it, have fun. And if you like stitching, start sewing some of that joyfulness together. If you need to have a theme or a concept, happiness is your theme for today. Color is your theme for today. Color of the bright and joyful variety. If you need a launching off point, I recommend starting with simple geometric shapes. Think back to the picture of Max Kolbe's work that looked like the Easter egg. You can start with ovals, squares, triangles as the defining start of your composition, within which you could glue buttons or beads or scraps of colorful fabric, etc. Any questions about what we're doing today? You can even cut up magazine photos that are bright and colorful. Look for advertisements that have shockingly, glaringly bright colors in them. Questions?
No, I brought in a bunch of stuff that I'm gonna put out there from my card making and, you know.
Thank you, Susan. That is one thing I forgot to bring. I meant to bring the origami paper today. Completely forgot. But those of you who are here, it's your lucky day. There's a lot of stuff back there, including cardboard. So if you want a sturdy base for constructing on today, I recommend you start with the cardboard. Folks at home, I'm going to show you what to start with your base. Start using as a base. Yeah, Shirley needs to go line here. Folks here today, this is what I recommend you use. There should be enough for everyone to have a piece. You can use this too. If you want to draw paint instead, you got more drawing than God. You don't want to get gluey today, folks here. You can draw and paint instead a joyful composition. Folks at home, if anybody's still watching, start with this kind of cardboard as your base. You got it, Margot. Good. Yeah, box cardboard if you have some. Alice, do you want me to bring you stuff or just wait till the crowd clears? You're smart. There's something. Everybody wants the same thing. They like your stuff, is not mine. Brought in delivery. Yeah, bling. I got a thing. If you dig deep, listen to Sally. Sally, if you dig in this bag, there might be some other stuff too. I'm just saying. Look, this shiny stuff. But you have to dig deep to find the good stuff. Yeah, for the necklace. Daniel Smart is waiting for the crowd to clear. You look sleepy today. Are you okay?
Don't worry, I'm not exactly a morning.
I'm not a morning person either. Hard to tell. Dan, are you strong? Should up for us. You can unscrew the whole top and then pour it in the plate. There are plates over there. Find yourself a paper plate and you can pour it and use a brush. If you're having problems with the glue, listen up, guys. Pay attention. Yeah. Thank you, Susan, for paying attention. Listen. Hello, look at me. If you're having problems pushing this up, you can unscrew the whole top, pour some glue into the paper plate, and use a brush. Okay? This one has plastic on it. You have to cut the plastic off. Yeah, that's for you. You better use this. Left it here. These are good. Really is fun. So this still has some plastic on it. You have to cut this off. You understand? You have to cut this off. I'll help you. So this. Heavy stuff on here. It'll work, but it's you want the part that oh, don't have to do it? Okay, good. Okay, good. Everybody at home, you have enough stuff? Good. Good. Your house looks good. It looks really kind of like Cape Coddy.
Bungalowy.
Bungalowy, yeah. Like a vacation home. It's got that vibe of relaxation. Love it.
What do we do for a background, Liz? To hide the cardboard?
Oh, well, since you're at home and you're not dependent on me, you could use colored paper. If you don't like the color of the cardboard, you could color it with oil pastels. You could paint it with acrylic.
Okay, but
If you want it to be a solid color, yeah, I would paint it.
won't it be hard to glue then?
Well, you would have to let the paint dry. Or not. Depends how worried you are about having messy fingers.
I'm pretty off that.
You could still glue on top of the wet paint. You would just have really messy fingers.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Stop.
Please do not hurt yourself. This is not allowed in art class.
The cat.
Not run with scissors. All right, Judy is using a great approach. She's drawing her composition on the cardboard first. That works for me. Those of you at home or here, you can do that. Don't have to, but it's a technique that works. I love your blouse, your top. Alex. Love it. Miss. Yeah, get back. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff back there. There are artists like Max Colby who will allow us to have this kind of fun. Art doesn't always have to be deeply serious. It can be fun. Like my hat. photo. I'm not there to stay the whole thing. If I'm lucky, I'll get it. Good swag. Doesn't fit in, but. Yeah. Yeah, so I ordered them for country. They used to make cars. Yeah. I just cannot get it along. Yeah, you know the paper store, there's one in Hobart. Oh, folks here, did you want me to put Max Colby's picture? Very nice. Everybody liked the last one. Back up, if I remember what it was. Because I have to now look in the picture of still folders, a folder of still pictures.
I'm putting more stuff out, some flowers and butterflies. Yeah.
Susan, you are so generous. So is this picture you like? This one, I think. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay. Folks at home, I'm going to share a Max Colby picture because folks here said they liked it for inspiration. So you don't have to look at us the whole time. I'm going to enlarge it. It is pretty, isn't it? Folks at home, can you see it? Yes. Thanks, Lily. I don't think she embroidered this piece of fabric. I think it's a found embroidered piece, but I could be wrong. It looks machine done.
Yeah.
Like upholstery fabric, but I could be wrong. Susan, I'm not gonna bring anybody next time. You say me? Let me.
Yeah, schlepping.
Heather did a lot of work.
I had a CV trying to find everything from all the different flat places in my. I mean, he was around noise in the place. He was supposed to go home and say something quiet.
England City is a way to help me schlep everything home.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody survived the smoke now? Apocalypse? What? Smoke apocalypse?
Yeah.
Wednesday, yeah. Later in the day, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, Heather, library in French is not librairie. Bibliothèque. Oui, merci. Is it le ou la bibliothèque? Le bibliothèque, le.
I studied French for 5 years. I could barely,
Bibliothèque.
barely. I could read a book in French, but I couldn't speak it.
Liz, where is the museum you mentioned?
The Museum of Art and Design is at Columbus Circle,
Oh, okay.
right at, it used to be the Huntington Hartford Museum.
Okay.
That's a great place.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a fabulous little museum. They have some of the best shows in New York. And, hello, one of the best gift shops on the planet. Yes, it's a little bit pricey, but they have some extraordinary jewelry and bags. All of it handmade. So it's worth the price. Margot, you should go there just for ideas.
Yes,
Be blown away by the jewelry.
my old neighborhood,
Yep.
51st West Side.
I don't know how to spell bibliothèque, obviously. A raffle? Oh, that's cool. Yep. It's one of my favorite books of all time.
Yep. Oh, yes.
I don't know if you can all hear me, but this coming Saturday at the Hoboken Public Library between the hours of 11 and 4 p.m. will be a program called Banned Book Readathon. What's the subtitle? It's going to include children, YA, and adult books. Excerpts from those books read by local, wonderful people and interesting people, including not so interesting people like myself. I'm going to be a reader. I think I'm reading at like 3:24 in the afternoon.
3:45, I think.
Susan knows I'm at
I looked at this.
3:45, right at the bitter end. And I'm honored to be included in this. It's so cool. Libraries all over the United States are under threat at the moment. Our librarians are the bravest people on earth for protecting our right to read. So come on out and celebrate the wonder and magic of the written word and the sacredness of the public library, defended by our great, wonderful librarians right here in Hoboken. at the banned book readathon.
The Church Square Park, right? Yes.
The freedom to choose what you read. It is a sacred right and privilege. It's incredible. The state of Illinois, their governor just signed into law the right to read is inviolable, cannot be taken away by anyone in the state of Illinois. No more banned books. It's law in the state of Illinois.
It's at the Church Square Park.
It will be out of doors in Church Square Park, right across the street from the library. In case of rain, we will come indoors in the library. There will be a raffle for a free book every hour during this event. How cool is that?
Oh, and they were donated by Little City Books.
The banned books for the raffle were donated by River City Books.
Little City.
Little City Books. I'm thinking, what is River City Books? And I said it anyway. Little City Books has donated the books for the raffle. One every hour. We love Little City Books. I go there all the time. Just because I love the smell. Don't you just love the smell of a brand new book? Just is a huge turn on for me. They probably hate me there because I just go in and I open the books so I can get a whiff of that new book smell. So come if you can. My pleasure. Like I said, it's just an honor to be included. And did you know most of the books on the banned book list, if not all, I don't think all, but most of the books on the banned book list have been written either by people of color or LGBTQ authors. Terrible. Terrible that these books are being forbidden to young people whose minds are growing. We cannot allow this to happen. Thank you to the Hoboken Public Library for sponsoring this event, and the city of Hoboken is a sponsor. Very proud of the city of Hoboken. The mayor will be one of the readers at this event.
Unbelievable.
Hard to believe it's 2023 and books are still being made.
Unbelievable. As an old hippie, it's unbelievable.
As an old person. Having sat around the dinner table listening, my parents talk about the evils of fascism.
Yep.
How books were burned in their childhood. To be living for that again,
Beyond belief.
completely terrifying.
They always use this gift, it's pretty clear.
But
They always say this gift, it's protect children.
yes, and it's being done in the name of children.
Well, we're not burning.
What, Laura?
Gonna read books inside.
Yes, we're not read books, not burn. How about that is?
Yeah.
I think chicken out the oven.
That was so.
Someone didn't mute their phone.
Take the chicken.
Honey, take the chicken out of the oven. What's in that? You put the chicken in.
No, take it out of the oven. Take it out of the oven.
That was the chicken.
I know. Get organized.
Last thing I want to do in the morning is vote. These are so cool. I don't know, folks at home, I wish you were here so you could see the creative process. You guys are lucky because you're creating in isolation, which the creative process is a lonely process. And we're lucky here because we're seeing creation in the aggregate, in the group setting. There's all kinds of ways to create.
Yes, you can. Particularly
Work with multitudes, yeah.
do it and then take a picture and
Ephemeral, right, you think it's ephemeral, you can say it.
ephemeral.
And there's nothing wrong with that, Alex. The Tibetan monks, they make art to be destroyed on purpose.
Dead monks.
Tibetans. That's the dead monks come back to life, just to make art to be destroyed. Look at this. Oh my God. Are these mine? This is a lot of red. Just saying.
Oh, they, yeah.
This thread is, I have to say expensive. If you don't use the whole skein of thread, I don't think you should be. But it's awesome. I mean, it's awesome. It's just terrific.
Pretty, she said, pretty.
Really, Garrett, it's all good.
Unga Pachkin. Unga Pachkin. Yeah, Unga Pachkin word. Unga Pachkin. Unga Pachkin. Yeah, that's a good word. Like my house.
Yeah, look at this.
Unga Pachkin is a lot
I
of,
love it.
a lot of stuff going on in
Oh,
anywhere, even in a
Oh,
house.
it's great.
You know, like, it's almost 40. Yeah.
Great, great, great. Are you having fun?
It's a great word.
Good. Never tells us, are you being sarcastic or being? But it's there, I'm so sarcastic. Good, it's good, sarcasm is good. Okay. It's beautiful. Oh, it's very nice. Keep it going. That's good, see, that's the creative process.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're doing, and that's quite all right. You know that there's an art form. I think it's Mexico, where they do this, with the yarn. I'm forgetting where it's from, forgive me. Yes, they create images by winding the yarn in just this way. Very labor intensive, you know. But it's wonderful. I love it.
No. Stand back and throw it at something.
Keep going. You can't just dip it in instead of painting, then you just dip it in like that. Be easier. Hey Donna, we're making collage with e-gauze. Oh, that was a good idea. Daniel cut his cardboard into a shape before he started gluing stuff on.
Is there a place where?
There's a seat here, and there's a seat here, and there's a seat here. Got 3 seats done. Actually 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's definitely something in the hallway creating a coffee.
It's the
situation.
elevator, sorry.
The elevator?
Yeah, I think the tea product they used in the elevator was a powdery heating thing.
Oh, I don't take an elevator.
So Eileen's piece is ephemeral. She's gonna pull it apart. You all might want to walk by and look at it because it's pretty amazing. Everybody so far is great. We still have a lot of time though, right? What time is it? Yeah, we got a lot of time.
We have paper towel here?
I did not bring paper towels, unfortunately. Oh, goody. So Heather, you don't have to worry. Ibu's coming at noon.
Oh, goody. You're so neat. I have you everywhere. Yeah. It's great. Get them at the Dollar General or the dollar store. I love them. They're all on it. Thank you.
This is nice color, Susan. Keep going. I like it.
Yeah, you know, this is more of its time.
I think
Where
it's
it
about
comes
how
out being worded. I made this thing. There was a class, a Zoom class.
Beautiful, Judy.
There was a Zoom class to make your own galaxy. So what you did is you wet the paper, made circles, wet the paper, and then sprinkled watercolor paint.
That's morbid, though.
It will be.
I'm waiting on that. See the lady.
Well, there's spiders.
Spiders, you're wonderful. I love spiders. So the tarantula. They're beautiful creatures.
They're fine, but I don't want to hold this or touch them or have them fun. Oh. Oh. That's nice. Beautiful. Very nice.
African pie.
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Fabulous.
Okay, we're not letting you forget on things.
I mean. Yeah. I don't know what yeah, Paris is in outer space with a spider that's on.
You might want to wait for spring. That's it. That's it. Don't put me in. Well, it would be that, you know, and change it. Listen. Yeah. Listen to me. Then maybe. When I go to see my next doctor, I'm gonna get down. Bed. Bed. Throw back. Guys, you are genius. Look at this. I'm gonna check. Now, this kind of creativity is completely 1,000% genuine, authentic art. Just like drawing the figure, it's also real art. It's using the right side of your brain. One isn't better than the other. They're both equally important. Please believe me when I say this. When I went to art school, I had to practice both kinds of art. Do you hear me, Eileen?
Yes.
Do you believe me?
Yes.
Susie, did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because it's true.
Yeah, well. Yeah, what? You're never inspired by any art you love.
Oh, that what?
I was never inspired by any art.
Oh,
teacher I had,
yeah.
Except for Liz.
I don't see the way it works.
You know, you put the stone down for Jen.
Just.
Do you have any you're gonna see the film?
I'm not show it to your brother.
Oh.
Because they are not art creative.
Yeah.
That's you.
Susie.
I love it.
You need to more stuff. Fill it up. Till it's so full, you have to get up there. So I'm so ready. Guys, inspire each other. Love it.
Good.
Did you realize you can.
What's that stuff?
I didn't know this was made by you. I was blindfolded. Sally, great composition emerging there. Great, Sally. Yes.
And wet them, and then you splatter watercolor.
I don't put our cut out. Yeah.
Things hanging off, you know.
Hey, you know Jim Dine? You talk to them.
Yeah.
Look him up. Jim Dine paints hearts. I'm checking the folks at home. Who did? E. Hi, E. Welcome. My friends at home, are we being creative? Did you hear me? Just say to the people here, this kind of art is as real and as authentic as figurative drawing or landscape or still life. It is just as important, just as valid as drawing the human figure. Y'all hear me? Okay, good.
Loud and clear.
I'm screaming, I know. When I get into computer mode, I just scream.
No, that's not screaming. It's just loud and clear. It's a great message, Liz.
All right, good. I hope you believe me. Do not let the people who think they're art critics tell you that this kind of art is just decoration or frou-frou. This is real art. And it's beautiful. I get irate about this. Like a lot of other things. My anger lever is always up and open. Did anybody see the cover of the latest New Yorker? This is by Roz Chaz. Oh, it's perfect.
Oh my God, I love her.
Perfect.
What's it about?
It's an image. Talk about a great artist. She drew a picture of a woman in a supermarket pushing her cart, and all the items on the supermarket shelves are anger issue things. It's hysterically funny.
She's so good.
She is just great. Like boxes, rows of boxes with the name Panic Attack, things like that. Or climate change, or, you know, political antagonism, or
She's wonderful.
you can find all her books in the Hitchcock Jewish Museum. Oh, no surprise there. If you want to find them quick and all in one place, that's a place to be. Yeah, she's a genius.
Totally.
Mika has been divesting herself of all her good stuff. That's the only thing we like about doing is
That's really remember.
it's really touching. I just
One in a million. She had very good skill.
Yeah. Her skill, extremely creative. And I would like her to go into business.
Yes.
Living flowers, she was a floral designer. In Japan, artists are living treasures. They are supported by the state. What about the state? That's it is. There's, I don't know, she's still alive, but there was a woman who was a master of, the indigo dye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
And she was a living treasure in Japan. The state supported her. It's a wonderful show on American Masters.
I saw part of it, yeah.
It's a long time ago.
It's been on.
Did anyone catch the American Masters about Al Malley? Last Friday night.
Oh, I missed it.
It's wonderful.
Missed Alvin Ailey.
His end of his life was so tragic.
Yeah. Yep.
There's all that creativity in that too. He's like our age. That's my favorite thing, my mother. When I was a child, one of my guilty pleasures was to go and run my fingers through those. So I don't know if she never wanted me into sewing. It's never allowed me to sew. But you could try, what about a treadle? Jenna treadle, yeah. And then later, your knee. Oh. Sam. It's black on all this. I'm not sewing that. Are you happy? If you wanted to go down, then you could. Did you take a picture? I would, No, you don't. No, you don't. Don't worry about the communication. We'll figure it out. It's, listen to me, it's like the scientific process. It's exactly the same as the scientific process. Wait, I'm coming to look at you right in the eye. Because this is important. You think you're a rational thinker. I taught science. You have a problem. You create a hypothesis. You design a method. You do it. You run the experiment. It either works or it doesn't work. You think of a better method. You solve it.
And I add to that,
Same thing, artistic process.
I'd like to add to that. My dad was a scientist. He said science and art are very similar because you're putting disparate things together and creating something.
And the creative process, you have a problem. A hypothesis. You create a method. You experiment. It either works or it doesn't work. You design a new method. You make it happen. And she's right. You create something new.
The one
white one, so you might have to.
You need big section and or you create a new sentence. Same thing. So you think we're separated from the creative process because you're making things not separated. What so many scientists and mathematicians are musicians.
Yes.
It's because the process is so similar. And Einstein's, my favorite Einstein quote of all time is imagination. He was a theoretical thinker, his life did not. Yeah, all the grunt work, he never got any,
Never had any credit.
It's terrible thing to say. No, no.
And I look at. And I love your stitching. That's one of my favorites to do. I love the sound of the needle going through. Something very satisfying about it.
See, you just.
Or really green, or shiny, and burn. Yeah, even more shiny. And we need more of those. More of the shiny objects. Susie, I love this. You go.
Okay.
Just it's genius and having color. Love it.
Very much, so nice. Brain is not. Paper street hatching job.
And then it's love. I live with all of that. So much. There was yeah.
Okay,
That's a lot.
yeah, the plan already. Well, like, federally, that's not even down there. Federal. But I do not do.
Oh, regular sign. There are possible. No one, no. Yeah, that stuff just feels off. All right, folks at home, are we creating? Anybody need me? What time is it? Do you want to share? Lily, okay, hold on. I'm going to spotlight you. Didn't work. Oh, I know. I have to stop the share. Hold on, Lily.
Beautiful.
I gotta remove me from spotlight. Wait, so sorry. There we go. Oh, wow. Wait, move to your left. Move what you made to your right.
There you go.
Oh, wow. Look at that, everybody.
Awesome.
Wow, that is.
Very much in the style.
But back up a little bit so we can see the whole. Yeah. Fabulous. Fabulous. Are you gonna add anything 3D? Like, can you attach some beads perhaps, or?
I think that might be phase 2.
Yeah, keep working on it. Send us.
Thank you.
JPEGs. Love it, love it. Beautiful pieces that you've chosen to put on. Nice. Anyone else at home want to share? Margot, you're next to my queue. Thank you so much, Lily. Lily has her workroom all set up and organized. She just moved like a week ago. She's got her priorities right. All right, Margot.
Can you see it?
Wait, I want to enlarge this. Wow, look at this. How cool is that?
Wow.
Pine cones.
Need to
So
find more things, but
you're going to add more things. Okay. What is your base? Do you have some heavyweight cardboard underneath?
yeah, remember I showed you the same like
Oh, yeah, you did at the beginning. Okay. Super, 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 super.
paper down, but I've got to glue all the other stuff on top down.
I love the ticking.
Oh yeah, isn't that great? Yeah, I love ticking
Very
too,
fond of ticking. And I love the shells, of course.
of course.
Well done.
Thanks.
Well done. Robin. Thank you so much, Margot. Robin, you ready?
As you, I'm just beginning this.
Wow.
It's a box and
Wow.
it's found, but I'm gluing some of the things on that aren't like, there's all this that will be going around the edge and it will just develop. But anyway,
I kind of
so
like it
thank you for the
hanging off.
idea.
I kind of
Sorry?
like it. I kind of like it hanging off loose like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. That would be good. Yeah, there's all kinds of things, but this was up here and it's falling down because I haven't glued it yet. But anyway, I even like just the background somehow, the way it was lumpy and, like little ups and downs.
Yeah, it's great.
Anyway, thanks for
I
the idea.
agree. I agree. And the
Yeah,
color
it just started actually.
is superb.
Yeah,
Yep. You're getting a lot of thumbs up and hearts.
thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank
Rob.
you. Thanks.
Send me JPEGs
Thank
as
you.
usual.
Okay. Thanks.
You're next. Are you able to go on camera? If you're willing to go on camera, let me know, okay? And folks here, I'm going to give you like 5 more minutes and then, or wait, some people are done, I think. Laura, do you want to go around with the camera to show off people's work here? Is this a good moment for you, Laura, or are you working? I was going to give people 5 more minutes, but so we'll give people here 5 more minutes to continue working, and then we're going to spotlight their work. And then it'll be almost time to clean up, unfortunately. Max Colby was our artist for today. Maybe somebody could befriend her on Instagram, like Jennifer befriended our artist last week. Started a conversation with her. Never occurred to me to ever do that with an artist. Jennifer is one of our students. She attended by Zoom last week. She befriended the artist book that on Instagram. Started a conversation with her. She was thrilled that we were looking at her work. I forget the artist's name. She was Layla.
Yeah. I talked to Mark Wagner.
Yeah, the guy who used honey, the collage artist who used
Yeah,
honey.
yeah.
in his work. For him.
Pretty amazing. I love his stuff.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Right. Friend someone.
People give to me. They don't want it anymore. They think, oh, let's can use this in our art class. They are being very generous, but it's called dumping on the art stuff. It comes in handy. Look at what we're doing today. It does. The almonds go because it's so thick and viscous. Yeah. Takes one. We had a real. We are getting closer. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And then like, these days, with flowers. Yeah, why not? Some flowers. There are many plants. All right, where's that camera? Where did it go? We gotta share what we did. All right, share now. People are starting to number it. It's 11:43. Okay, so don't go away, kids. We're gonna share what we made. Stuff it. And folks at home, if you're willing to unfocus, Laura's about to, you don't have to yet, but you got a minute. Laura's about to go around and show off what people here are making. People here are moving around all of a sudden now. We didn't do it soon enough. My move-a-meter wasn't working.
take the spotlight.
I have to spotlight the Hoboken Public Library. No, Laura Nattel. Okay, here we go. Coming in for a landing. All right, Susan is first. No, you could have shown work in progress. Laura, go back to Susan.
Go back to me. Well, this lady's ready?
Oh, Judy is ready.
Wow.
Look at Judy's fabulous collage. Pretty, pretty. You followed directions perfectly. Love all the textural effects. Ribbon, beads, paper. Well done. Thank you, Judy. She used oil pastel as well. Love it. Bravo. Back to Susan. All right, a lot going on in this one. I like the colors so much. And Susan always has her macabre twist on things. We've got skeletons and skulls and you name it, curiosities and oddities. Crossbones, love it.
Skull and crossbones.
Love it.
Yeah. Told me.
And Mika, oh my God, Mika she's making an apron for me. Oh, I'm really touched and moved. It's all about me. My name is in African fabric. It's one of my dolls. And even the shapes of the letters of my doll language and buttons, everything that I love. A very personal item by Mika. Thank you so much, Mika. I'm really touched. So creative. Oh, and this, I'm so thrilled. Eileen slam dunked out of the park. Her, assemblage today is so cool. More is more. She really, really did well today. Look at those colors. It's just really great. Bravo, Eileen. And Alice did super, so pretty. So pretty, colorful. I love it. I love the way her background and foreground work so beautifully together. The mirroring of shapes and lines, and colors, it's terrific. Beautiful composition with that big flower at the top. Our eye is naturally drawn down to these tiny little pink buttony things at the bottom. Well done, Alice. All right. Look at this beauty. This one to me is so meditative and soothing. Just love it. I just look at it and I feel completely calm. Gorgeous. Mandu, yes. I know her name. She's our newest and creative student. Terrific. And Heather is here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow. Wow.
This is her Mia.
This is just, I'm at a loss for words, Heather. It's so cool. Colors, textures, everything in this works.
Are those beads on the outside?
Tiles, beads, seeds, dried flowers,
Awesome.
petals. It's scrumptious.
Love it. Love the texture.
Wait, Donna, you didn't want to share yours, Donna? We didn't see Donna's. Laura. But here's Ambika's. Yes, how lovely is this? Look at the really tiny, fine, detailed work in this. I'm so impressed. Terrific colors. I love the fine net. She did all the orange and green are threads, guys. glued fine thin threads onto her piece. It's incredible work. Laura, excuse me, Laura. You missed Donna. We can look at works in progress. All right, Donna's is a work in progress. I love the colors. I love the contrast between tiny and large. This is coming along nicely, Donna. Keep going. She stitched through the cardboard. Very cool. It's like weaving and collage at the same time. Sally next, yeah. I like the weight of the bottom right-hand corner, Sally, in yours. I like that it's predominantly the red in the bottom right. That really works beautifully with the green on the left-hand side. Really nice. And then the row of the bluish ones at the top, awesome. Sally! And Susie! Magnificent. She worked hard today. Turn it the right way around.
I love elephants.
Yeah, that's an elephant, Margot.
Yeah, I know. I'm loving it.
And a lion.
Okay, yeah.
Into you, Margot. Love it, Susie. Bravo. Woohoo! And Shirley's. So fabulous. It's
I love the bat.
delicate. Yeah, the back is so cool. Delicate, lovely. Shirley, it really reflects, everyone's reflects their personality. Terrific. And Alice too. Alice, explain the concept of yours again. It's so terrific. It's a Minnesotan mosquito. Alice is a neuroscientist and she has worked with mosquitoes. So interesting. I love she's used oil pastel, yarn, fabric. It's just, and the colors are fantastic. Yeah, the mosquito, boy, that took a lot of work. The coiling of the yarn like that with the glue, that took patience. Bravo. And Tamara's, how pretty is this? Just fantastic. It has this motif, Russian, Eastern European. It does. It's very, very nice. I like it so much. The colors, the glittery quality of it, just terrific. Bravo. And Daniel's completely unique to Daniel's. So cool. So cool. He cut out his cardboard shape. Daniel, tell us about it. All right, guys, here, you've got to clean up if you have not done so already. And folks at home, I mean, it's a little early. If you have more to say or you want to add something, next week we will continue celebrating the wonderful contributions of LGBTQ artists. It will still be Pride Month. I like that we're looking at artists who are a little bit off the beaten path that you may not have heard of before. Isn't it great to always discover new artists? I find it so inspiring.
Liz, can I just say one thing? It's
Yes,
Robin.
Robin, go ahead.
I did the amount of creativity, how everything is different. Everything is different that everyone did. the pieces are just spectacular in every possible way, and so different. It's just so exciting to see, and look forward to coming back and being with you all. But it was just wonderful to see all of your work.
Thank you, Robin. Awesome. I hope everyone here, listen up for a minute, those of you who are here. Robin just said the variety and creativity and difference between each of our work was outstanding. So thank you so much, Robin. I agree 100%. Everyone's personality and unique qualities shine through in their work, and that makes me extremely proud to be working with each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you all next week. We're gonna have fun next week too. Art on, everybody. Don't forget, Banner Bookathon is this Saturday from 11 to 4 p.m. in Church Square Park. Unless it rains, we will be here at the Hoboken